Thanks for stopping by Burst of Flavors. Let's make breakfast potatoes with sausage. This sausage potato hash recipe is perfect for breakfast or brunch. I'm using my favorite sausage, smoked chicken sausage with Gruyere cheese. I also have chopped bell peppers. You can use any color you want, as well as chopped onions, and I've also chopped garlic. You'll see that I've also cubed potatoes and they're soaking in cold water. And lastly, we'll need garlic powder, onion powder, and fresh cracked black pepper. Let's get started. I like to parboil my potatoes. By the way, to save time, I chopped these potatoes the night before and placed them in cold water in the refrigerator. Parboiling. Let's cook our sausage in the frying pan on high heat. We'll let them sit there until they brown on each side. Meanwhile, the potatoes have been parboiled. Let's drain them off. Drain the potatoes off, and at this point in the stage, I also like to season my potatoes. This is one of the benefits of why I parboil. I like to add seasoning to them. So we'll add some garlic powder, smoked paprika, and some fresh cracked black pepper. We don't need to add salt to these potatoes to season them because I salted the potatoes earlier on while they were parboiling. So I'm adding my garlic powder. Make sure you get all of the garlic powder on the top layer. I'm now adding my onion powder. And next I'm going to add some fresh cracked black pepper. Sprinkle that pepper generously. Let's give it a shake and let's get the other side. Get those potatoes that were at the bottom there. And so while I am seasoning my potatoes, we want to make sure you keep an eye on those sausages as well. Don't forget, we've got those browning in the frying pan, so we're going to check on that in a minute. So I've just added my smoked paprika, one of my favorite spices. Get it all over the potatoes. Okay. It should be time to turn our sausages now, so let's give them a turn. You're wondering why I didn't slice them up? Well, because my sausages have cheese, I did not slice them up because I don't want the cheese to ooze out and burn. I'll slice them at the end. But if you're using sausages without cheese, you can slice them up and then fry them. Now we're ready to fry our potatoes in the same pan. I've removed the sausages and I'm going to fry my potatoes in batches. Spread them out in one layer and make sure that they're not crowded. If you crowd the potatoes, then they're going to steam, and you want that potato to be crispy on the outside. Another benefit of parboiling. As I mentioned, you don't have to parboil, but I like to parboil my potatoes. And so we're going to fry them on high heat. And see, once they become crispy, then we're simply going to turn them over and we'll cook the remainder of the potatoes this way. And keep them in a single layer. And you see that golden brown crisp on the outside of those potatoes? That's the look that you want. Are you getting hungry yet? I know I am. Okay, I've done my first batch and now I am going to fry up my second batch. And so the second batch is frying. You'll see that I'm also making a spinach omelet back there. I'll have to add that to my next recipe. All right, my potatoes have browned. I've placed them all in the frying pan. Now at this point in time, all we need to do is season the potatoes. So we're going to add our chopped bell peppers, our chopped garlic, and also our chopped onion, and give it a good stir. And so now all of our flavors are going to develop wonderfully. Don't forget, we don't need to season too much because we seasoned the potatoes earlier on after we drained off the water. And so all of those seasonings that we season the potato with, when you fry the potato, it seasonings get locked in. All right, just continue to stir this. Make sure all of the flavors have been combined. Looking good, looking good. I'm going to add a little bit more black pepper. I'm a fiend for crushed fresh black pepper. You don't have to add as much as you want, but I like to add black pepper. You can also chop up some jalapenos in here as well. I've done that before. As I mentioned earlier on, this potato hash is extremely versatile. Just put whatever you like in there. If you like mushrooms, you can also add mushrooms. Very versatile. Continue to stir. In a few minutes, I'm going to cover this and let the potatoes cook all the way through. Now that the potatoes and vegetables are cooked, let's go ahead and place the sausage in the potatoes. I've sliced up my sausage. As a reminder, you can slice up your sausage and fry them sliced if they don't have cheese. But I did mine the opposite. I cooked my sausage first and then sliced them up at the end. Only because it had cheese and I didn't want all that ooey gooey cheese goodness to get out and get burned. So here you have potato hash. Our breakfast potato with sausage is done. Before serving, sprinkle fresh parsley on top and then enjoy.